Look at all this loot! DJ, none for you! Welcome back, I'm Captain Xavier, and I am a shameless fan of getting free stuff. Especially ThruNite flashlights, because they're really high quality, and I've been using them constantly now. I used to not have any good flashlights, and now I have so many, they're everywhere. It's lovely. What we have here is the latest ThruNite headlamp. They had previously sent me a headlamp, and this is their newest iteration. They call this the ThruNite Thrower. And it looks very similar in a lot of ways, but I'm sure it's got some, hopefully we'll see if it's got some new features or if it's more or less the same. The actual headband looks to be the same, and the mounting system looks to be more or less the same. Slight difference in the body, but not a whole lot. Where the charging port is different. Let's see what gizmos it comes with. It comes with the usual replacement O-rings, replacement charging port cover. Love that. Alright. Appears to be the one button on the end. See if it's got different features. We've got Firefly mode. Yep. Super, super light mode. Potential strobe warning, I'm not actually sure yet. We've got low, medium, high. So that's standard for a lot of the ThruNites we've seen. It doesn't have the infinite gradient. It just has the low, medium, high. Double tap should be, yep, turbo. And here's where the strobe might come. It might have a strobe and it might have SOS. Let's find out. It's got SOS. So, triple tap puts you into SOS mode. Double tap is Firefly. Regular is your settings. Hold the button down to get your which one you want. Whichever one you leave it on is where it will automatically go back to. If it's off and you hold the button down, goes into your super low Firefly mode, which is pretty cool. Pretty nifty. Now, one thing that this does not have, as far as I can tell, it does come with a charging cable, but one thing it does not come with, you can take the flashlight off of the head mount. It's a sturdy rubber head mount, so it's fairly comfortable, and then you've got your flashlight. One thing that this one did not appear to come with is a belt clip. So the previous headlamp came with a belt clip in addition to being mountable to that. So you could clip it into your belt or onto Molly or what have you and use it like a standard angled flashlight. This one doesn't have that, which the good news is that I can then have this one be my headlamp and this one become my Molly flashlight, which is pretty nifty. So, but I do still have the two head mounts. Like I said, the head mounts are more or less look to be pretty much the same. They are quite adjustable. Very nice. Very cool. Oh yeah. I'm gonna take it out and test it as soon as it's dark. Well, again, you don't have to wait. Package! Editing magic. Hey, it's cold and damp. And I'm out here in a field getting rained on. Luckily, these flashlights are waterproof. I don't know if I've ever actually mentioned that in any of the videos, but they are, in fact, waterproof to a certain depth, obviously. Thus, all of the extra rubber O-rings they give you. Anyway, I'm getting rained on, so let's do this. Here is the new one, the Thrower. This is high setting. And it does have a focused beam in the center, and then, as you can see, a bit of a light around it. We can check the other settings. Low, you can barely see it. It's a little bit more in reality, but cameras are funky. Medium, definitely better. High, that's what we were seeing before. And then turbo. And they're not kidding. Turbo is powerful. That is nice. I like the focused beam as compared to, let's take a look at the old one. It has a much warmer light
and doesn't have that focus. It's just more diffused, and that you may prefer that, maybe you don't. It's a difference. This one also had 4 different light settings. One that's so low you can barely see it. Then next one up, and then next one up, and then high, which is okay, and then it also has a turbo mode. It lights everything more evenly, but doesn't have that focused beam. So, yeah, there's a difference between them. They're not just an upgraded version and an older version. They actually do have differences between them. So that's pretty cool. I was not expecting that. I was expecting to just be, here's the new version. No. They have very different styles and bulbs in them. That's pretty cool. So I'm going to get out of the rain because it's damp.
Okay, well that was fascinating. I really was not expecting there to be that much difference between them, though I suppose it's fairly obvious now that I'm looking at it. Well, I don't know if you can even see that. This one, which is the older one, this is the TH30V2, has a yellow tint to the mirrored thing around it, where this one is just shiny. And I suppose that might be what is creating that difference in color. So this one is much warmer. It's more of a yellow tone. This one is very distinctly white. This one is also much more focused and therefore has kind of a longer reach, more of a longer beam. This one lights up very evenly in a much closer area. So very different styles depending on what you're looking for. If you're looking for, like, this is the one I would go if I was, hunting zombies in the dark, because it's a very sharp focused beam. Whereas this one lights up a less area, but lights it up if I was, say, looking for something on the ground. Maybe. It was fascinating. I was pleased that there was in fact a difference, that they weren't just a slightly upgraded version, that there is a distinct difference between them. The only thing that shortcoming this one had, the new one, the thrower, is the lack of a belt clip. And I don't know if maybe mine just didn't have it in the box, or if they decided that people weren't using it, or what have you. But I thought that was a good addition. I'm glad one of them has it, because this one will probably now go onto my regular gear and just get clipped into my molly, whereas this one will remain as a headlamp. As far as I can tell, the strap is identical, and it's really very adjustable and very comfortable. So, yeah, there are my thoughts on the thrower, especially compared to the TH30V2. So, if you're looking for a good headlamp flashlight that could also just be used as a regular flashlight, I will recommend the ThruNite options, because they're really quite quality. So, there you are. My thanks to ThruNite once again, and as always, for sending me free stuff. And my thanks to you guys for watching. Ah! Ha ha ha! Thrower. It has the longer range. It throws the big. I'll see myself out.